Hi there and welcome to episode 2 of The Space is the Place. Having introduced you to the space in the first episode, and seeing as it's such a lovely spring day, we thought we'd step out and take our first Space is the Place field trip to a notable spot in New York music history. Can you guess what landmark music events happened in this building here behind me? Here's a hint. The Fall, the Beastie Boys, Sonic Youth, and the Swans all played in this building. Here, above the Holland Tunnel at the western end of Spring Street in Manhattan, number 325 to be exact, was the home of the White Columns Art Gallery between 1979 and 1991. While not a regular music venue, White Columns did host two estimable music festivals, the Noise Fest in 1981 and the Speed Trials in 1983. So as it happens, we chose this spot to open our show today because it was here on June 12, 1981 at Noise Fest that Rick Brown first laid eyes on Sue Garner, who was in town from Georgia with her band Vietnam, an unbilled last-minute addition to the program that night. While Rick didn't actually speak to Sue on that occasion, a seed had been planted, as it were. Since then, as you've seen, Rick and Sue have played music together and separately in many, many configurations. I've recently been playing with them in Rick's larger ensemble, Love Layers. We'll now return you to the space where we present Rick and Sue in the guise of the very aptly named Mule Team. And now, featuring the tongue depressor kalimba, here is Mule Team with Hey, Hey, Hey.
Hey there, little girl, what you showing me? You got something new you want me to see? Is it a twig or a rope or a flower? Tick at the talk of the hour gone by. I want to see you like you. You could say I've been round the bend. I've seen new time and again. Blanket the robe of the color red. Oh, gray bauble, the voices in my head. Hey, 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 hey. I wanna see you like you. I wanna see you like you do. I wanna see you like you. I wanna throw out old man Hey there, little girl, what you showing me? You got something new you want me to see? Is it the dream or the scheme or the same old thing? Till I show you up to the song that's in your head. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. I wanna see you like you. I wanna see you like you do. I wanna see you like you.
Now, in keeping with the very serious approach to music which we take here at the space, we're going to begin our conversation with the Newlywed Game, although in your case, having been married for ever so long, it'll be the married so long it's not even a funny game. So, now, so we have already, you filled out, you were in isolated soundproof booths off stage, and you have your cards filled out. So we're going to get right to it. And the first question, which you were each asked to answer, Rick was asked to answer the question, Sue was asked to answer this question, and Rick guessed what she would say. So Sue, the question is, when I hear Rick play the drums, you answered dance. Is that a match? Rick, what did you say?
I guessed something different. I said stop.
Okay.
No, I never say stop. Are you serious?
I didn't say you said stop. I said you stop.
You stop. You stop playing the drums, apparently. Okay. This is a question that Sue answered. Rick could stand to blank. Wash more dishes.
I win.
Wash more dishes. Yay. That's one. we have
I
somebody.
really do feel like I'm on the new.
If you get half of them right, you get dinner for two. Okay. Okay, Rick answered this question. I sure do love me some. Rick, what did you say?
Carnitas.
Carnitas.
Oh,
Cornbread. You love
I
some-
do
Yeah,
love me some
yeah.
cornbread.
Well, that's the game works.
I mean,
does that because he loves it? I guess a half of one.
No,
Okay.
that's not the way it works. Okay, Sue answered this question. I'd sure like to make a record with Dolly Parton. And Rick,
easy question.
Dolly, that was easy.
Easy question.
That was easy. I could have answered that one myself, and I'm not married to either one of you. But if you break up, keep me in mind. Okay. Okay, Rick answered this question. My favorite number of beats per measure is. Sue.
so
I mean,
many
wait.
to
Rick goes
choose from.
first to say what he
There
said.
are an infinite number of possibilities.
Right. Well.
To that.
So this one wasn't as easy.
No.
And what
but
did you
I
say?
answered 11.
11.
I was close. With
13. Very, very close.
That is as close as you can get and be one of my favorites.
Yeah. Okay, and the last question that Sue, Rick,
This is our last chance.
Yes. How many they've got? Two
got
right
two.
so far. Oh, yeah. Oh,
But we got so close on some of them they
you
kind
you have to get one more right to get
Yes.
dinner for two.
Yes.
Okay, so
get dinner for one.
yes, yes, you get dinner for one. Okay, so the last question. This is your
Share, right?
Yeah.
This is your deciding
Don't
question.
eat so much now at work.
Rick answered this one. If only Sue knew how to play the blank. And his answer was fool.
Oh,
Sadly, she said
I didn't understand.
sousaphone. You know how to augment your sound with different
I
instruments.
get. Yeah, I didn't understand the question.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, dinner for one then. And I guess it will be Chipotle. When I introduced you before at the beginning, I mentioned that we were all playing in the larger ensemble Love Layers, which I characterized as your group, and you took exception in the interim. So I think of it that way because you kind of invited everyone to do it, and you are the communicator who tells us when to assemble. But please correct me as to how it should be referred to.
I don't know what to call it, but I mean, you know, I'm not much of a leader type.
I see.
It's
Well, you have several people following behind nonetheless. So we'll probably all end up in the Newtown Creek. Another band that you're both in is Rattle, which has Pat, who will be playing later in this program, and also Greg, who plays in a band that we both have been in, or I'm in it now. What are you working on, and what can we expect from Rattle in the foreseeable future?
we are amazingly going to get together and play in a few days,
Which
will
will
be
now
first
be in the
time
past.
months, and yeah, right.
Yes,
It will be
some months ago.
And
what
time
happened?
travel involved in this.
And what happened
show?
When you did? What is the secret to your success?
I often think it's something. I think of it in relation to The Emperor's New Clothes, but I'm not sure where
You
fits
fit?
in that.
Okay, maybe you just have a front row seat for the parade. It was the other day that you said to me that you hope that I did not make you cry during this interview. Have I ever made you cry before?
I hate to correct you, Chris, but
You can correct me. I've been
I
correct.
said I
Yes.
was hoping you would make me cry.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So that really doesn't
Because
change.
no, you have never made me cry,
Oh, okay.
and I love to cry.
Okay. All right.
I think you've made me cry.
Pardon me?
You've made me
I've
cry.
made you cry and not Rick. Okay, well, now I know what tasks I've yet to accomplish. So I'm going to show you a picture, Sue, which we can show in a cut-in or something later so the viewing audience can see it. And I want you to tell me what it is.
Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Now, that's the band that you came to New York with, and I believe, is that when Rick first saw you when Vietnam played at Noise Fest, or had you
Yeah.
seen him?
That's the first time I saw Sue, and I recall that and seeing that show and that band, but I didn't really
gonna cut-
make a connection. I didn't meet Sue then.
Oh, I see.
It was years later when she was playing in Last Roundup that we actually met.
Well, when the viewers get a nice close-up of this, they'll see Sue in a very different context than they're used to seeing her.
I like that hairdo though, Sue.
Yeah.
You
Now I was
should-
going
you
to
should
say,
think
now,
of that.
didn't I thought that you could well be played if your
Yes.
life story is being filmed by Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
Cool.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
Wow.
looks so much like Jennifer
Yeah.
Lawrence in American
Yeah.
Hustle.
Thank you.
So I'm going to suggest that
Yes.
to you. Maybe want to contact Jennifer now while her price is still
I
below
think
the
our
10
price is
million.
already.
Well-
we gotta wait a few years till it goes back
Anyway,
down again.
I could see her, and she could probably do a fine job of it. So soon as that
I'm
is-
all for.
Yeah. So here's a question for Rick. A long time ago, I suggested to you that I would invent a time machine. Sometimes I kick myself for procrastinating on that project. After all, there isn't much time left. On the other hand, sometimes I think I've already invented the time machine. Are you satisfied?
Did you hear me reference time travel just a moment ago?
I did.
I had gone back in time in order to do that. What was the question?